Hello everyone, I'm Brushes and Bunnies, and in this video we're going to be talking about how to fall back in love with making or creating art. It's going to be a pretty chill sketchbook session, so get your sketchbooks out and draw along with me as I talk about why I fell out of love with making art and how I'm trying to get back into the rhythm of things. If you've been following me for a while, you probably noticed that I have not been very active lately on my YouTube channel or on any other social media platform like Instagram, for example. I've been pretty much on the down low and I have not really been doing anything art related. I've talked about it in some previous videos and in my recent live streams as well, but I really wanted to do a video where I basically summarized everything all into one video for you, and hopefully this will help you kind of realize some of the signs and symptoms of, an oncoming burnout or an oncoming, lack of motivational phase, or just find a way to see these symptoms before they strike you and completely interrupt your progress or your will to work and to proceed and to just grow as an artist, and basically how you can bounce back from that. So I think it's important to talk about this because this is a pretty big struggle that a lot of us face, but a lot of us don't really like to admit it or speak about it out loud because it's a bit embarrassing, and it's just frustrating all around. My biggest problems began around August 2018, and I really can say that it kind of happened from one day to the next, where the first day or the day before I was completely fine. I felt normal. I was on a good path. I had just reached 100,000 subscribers on this channel and I was really excited about it, and I just had a lot of plans for the future, and the next day it all came crashing down around me, and I don't really know exactly if it was just exhaustion from constantly working on my YouTube channel and also constantly working on progressing myself as an artist or in the direction that I want to be as an artist. But it all just came crashing around me, and I had to really sit back and evaluate why, and also kind of try to figure out if there's external forces as well that really brought this that kind of gave me this feeling. At first I thought I needed a few days off, and so I took a few days off, but then I quickly realized that that's not what I needed. I actually needed a lot more, and then I figured, okay, probably I'm going through a creative burnout, where when I really think about it, I was on go 110% for over 2 years, nearly every day, just drawing, painting, progressing, trying to grow myself as an artist, and also grow my YouTube channel. It was just back-to-back work where I was doing this on the side of my full-time job, and I was always constantly on the go, and I think that is a huge factor as to why I just I just couldn't do it anymore, because I just exhausted myself, and I exhausted my creative ability to draw and create things. So I said, okay, if I'm going through a creative burnout, I need to chill, I need to, relax, do things that are outside of art, and take up new hobbies, or focus on my physical health, go back to the gym, go outside, go ride my bike, go hang out with my friends, and also sort of stop YouTube a little bit. So I couldn't really produce videos as much, I couldn't live stream anymore. I just had to step back and let my body and my mind just chill a bit and refocus and regroup. I think along the way I also realized that I sort of fell out of love with art as well, and it's one of those things where I never thought I would actually admit or think of, because I was always so focused on drawing constantly, and I loved it, and it was one of my biggest passions, and it was just I would never have thought in a million years that I would get this feeling where I just want to push it all away and never think about it again. But that's sort of the direction that I was feeling in August and in September, and it was that to me was really alarming, because there's so much that I there's so many opportunities that I really thought I could get from art, and I suddenly just didn't see them anymore. So falling out of love with art was a pretty big it was a pretty big thing I had to admit to myself, and I had to acknowledge and understand that this could possibly be one of the reasons why I just couldn't do anything anymore as well. And the main reason why I think I fell out of love with art is because when you're in love with something and you're super passionate about, you just don't care what it takes to do it. So you will spend hours upon hours just pursuing that love and or the passion, and you'll go through anything. I mean, you'll do crazy hours sitting at your desk and painting something, recording it, editing it, and then uploading it onto YouTube, and then maintaining that social media presence as well, just for the sake of being an artist. And all of that I just didn't want to do anymore. And I was just like, oh, like I think that was one of the reasons also why I just didn't have the energy anymore, is because I really didn't, I don't know, I just didn't feel it. I didn't feel it. Like I had to break up with it for a bit to come back to it and realize that I actually really missed it. So that was one of those revelations that I had recently. Now, if you're listening to this and you're agreeing to what I'm saying, or you're finding out that maybe some of the things that I'm saying is actually kind of similar to the things that you're going through in your own life or in your own art journey, and you're wondering, okay, yeah, this is all great and all, but like, how do I get over it? How do I get back to the point of where I loved drawing and I just wanted to draw for the sake of drawing? How do you get back to that? I can only give you tips and advice based on my own experience, and currently where I stand with all of this is that I'm not 100% back there or back to the position that I was before. I'm still feeling a little bit resistant to getting back into it, although I'm also starting to get really tiny inklings of wanting to get back into it. Like there's like, sometimes I get this feeling where I'm like, oh, I actually feel like drawing something today, or I actually feel like doing a full painting or recording something, and I'm starting to get that back, whereas a month ago this was just not the case, and it would take everything in me to record a video or to do something. So I'm starting to see that there's certain things starting to get a little bit better, but again, I think and I truly believe that this only gets better with time, and it only gets better with allowing yourself to take a break and to explore or experience other things out there apart from art. I know this sounds probably really stupid, and some of you are probably thinking like, wow, like you're such a workaholic, or like what's the big deal, like why are you stressing yourself over this all the time, or you're way too hard on yourself. And you're like, yes, like that is the truth, but it's also just the way that I am, and I know that there's a lot of you out there that are the same way, where you tend to hyper focus on a topic so strongly that that's all you can think about and that's all you want to do. And that's just the way that I am and have always been, and I don't realize that I exhaust myself, and I don't realize that I disallow myself to enjoy other things in life because I'm just focusing on this one goal and I just want to accomplish it, and that's what I want to do. So it's like that's sort of like a lesson I had to learn, where I just had to live a bit and go out and not have to upload a video on Sunday, or not have to draw in my sketchbook every day. Just go out and enjoy the little things in life, basically. So if you find yourself in a similar situation where you have just fallen out of love with art or creating art, I would highly recommend to just step back from it, maybe even break up with it for a bit, and find yourself, take care of your physical, mental health, and just enjoy the little things in life. And if it's something that you really want to get back to, it will come back to you, and you will start to feel better, and you will actually probably be a little bit more motivated and inspired to take on new challenges where previously you thought would be impossible. So I hope that this video has helped you in some way or another. Please let me know down below in the comments if you guys are going through the same thing, or if you have any advice. I'd love to read them and do my best to comment. I'd like to wish you guys all a lovely Sunday and a good start to the week. Keep being awesome, keep drawing, never give up, and we will see each other very soon. Bye!